Welcome, welcome. So, oh, thank you so much, Maria. I truly, truly appreciate that. For those of you who are new to me, I am so grateful for you guys, for you joining me live today. And I know there's many names that are so familiar to me, my Feng Shui family. And today is a very special live stream. Now, I don't know if you realized it, but when the post first went out announcing this live stream, a couple of you guys thought I was expecting, but that's not the news. I do have a new baby, but it's not what you think it is. Today's live stream is the unveiling of my ta-da, my Chi Life Planner. Okay. Some of you have heard of it already. Some of you already ordered it. Some of you, it's already on the way, or actually 4 of you already received it. But I want to share with you why I am so stinking excited about this planner. This planner actually has been in my mind for 3 years. My sister, who's also my social media manager, she reminded that I've had my domain name for 3 years. So I went online and I bought the domain name and I did nothing with it because new projects keep coming up, pulling my attention. But 2023 was a year of super productive periods for me. And I basically went from, I think, when was that, you guys? Those of you who joined my annual 2024, when did I do the date selection class? It was after the date selection class, which I believe was end of October. And that lit a fire under me to really put into production my planner. And I call it my Chi Life Planner. Of course, wanting to be on brand. We talk all about Chi, Ki, Prana over here. But here's the main reason why I created this planner. Actually, by the way, who in here uses paper planner? I know a lot of us, we've moved to digital, but I am a paper girl. I still love writing things down, either on paper or on the board. And as you can see, I have a big, my big vibe board at the back. I like to write things down. I don't like to type it in either on my phone or, on the computer, unless it's like an app, like a spreadsheet or anything like that. I don't like typing things in. So the reason why I made this planner is because I am very picky when it comes to planners. I need something modular that can suit my needs. And because I am multi-passionate, as much as I love Feng Shui, I love everything energy. And that includes mindset, that includes law of attraction, that includes mental health, where I do my journaling, that includes other forms of energy, right? So and being a Chinese metaphysician, I also do date selection. So I used to have, and those of you who take my annual Feng Shui, I think you kind of felt my pain. I would have my, I have mine here actually. So those of you who join me in my annual Feng Shui, you would have the annual calendar, which is just a monthly outlook, right? Of all in one. So I realized as an entrepreneur, especially with so many projects on the go, I need like an HQ so that I'm not going crazy trying to keep track of everything, keeping track of the Feng Shui, keeping track of the date selection, keeping track of my my to-do list, keeping track of my projects. And so after the date selection workshop that happened, I think end of October last year, the fire got lit because everyone, especially those who joined me for the first time last year, you guys loved the date selection workshop. Those of you who were there, put it in the comment what what you loved about that workshop. And in fact, every year I have people asking me how they can buy my calendar, just the calendar as a separate. So it wasn't an option until now, but it's going to be so much more. It's not just going to be a monthly calendar, it is going to be a full on planner to help you with your keeping track with your feng shui placements, with your mindset, with your productivity, helping you with self care, even. It is so modular. Just like how there is no one size fits all feng shui, I am building this planner to be as much customized to your need as I can in the form of a physical planner. So, who's ready to take a look at this baby? This is the baby that I'm birthing, that I birthed last month. Who's ready? Who wants to know? Let me take a sip. And if you use paper planners, or even digital planners, if you use any kind of planners, put it in the comment how it has helped you, or maybe you tried and you couldn't stay on it. Yeah. So you are going to see, I'm going to show something here. It's not going to look good because the phone's kind of going to be in my face here, but let me show. Oops. Okay. This is the official cover. Okay. And those of you who are not familiar with binding, so remember when I said I needed something that is modular, meaning I can move things, I can change things up as I need to, right? Hold on, my phone's kind of in my face. Okay. So, sorry, just fixing things, okay? So I chose this, which is a ring binder, okay? The reason why I chose it is because this is actually look at how thick this is. It's probably, I don't know, 2 inches, maybe almost 3 inches thick. This is 1/4, you guys. This only holds 3 months. But what if I don't want all 3 months in my planner? I can literally take my March pages. So this page onwards is March, right? I can literally take them off of this one. Whoops. You're really supposed to do like smaller bits. I'm just trying to go more pages all at once, right? So I can take all my March pages out. So then I don't have, so I'm only left with this to bring with me, right? So that's what I mean by modular. I'm going to put this back later on once I'm done. But this is thick lamination here. It's 10 millimeters, 10 mil lamination, front and back, okay? And also part of what I love about the ring binder is I can put my own pages in there. Let's say I designed some, like a project management sheet, or you design a project management sheet. You can just add it in yourself, right? You just pop it in like a piece of paper. So this is going to be the default cover here. Okay. And as usual, as most planners do, there's a page with name and contact. Okay. A little bit about what is your house feng shui direction. Those of you who know your 24 mountains, right? What is compass reading? Because how many of us, we take a compass reading of our facing and then we forget, right? So here's where you put it. Best sleeping or sitting direction in 2024. Best elements. You can put all that. I'm not going to go through page by page, but I know we are mid-January, but the reason why I planned this as a quarterly is because I'm doing like 90-day sprints now. in terms of my projects. So 1 quarter is perfect for a 90-day sprint for whatever it is that you're wanting to get working on this year. So this part, the first few pages is where you look at, you take stock of travel and adventures, friends and family, right? And every part of your life is what worked, what do I need to do more of, and over here, what do I need to do less of or stop doing? So other topics would be self-care, spirituality and health, finances, home. I'm going to flip it this way so you can see. Career, academic, business, health. Health is physical, mental, or emotional. Okay. And then just some questions to get you thinking, right? What are the biggest blessings of the year? What are the biggest challenges of the year? What did you learn over the past year? What are you proud of yourself for? How many of us actually do that, take time to do that? I've been doing this annual review, I want to say at least 4 years. I've done it on my own. And this is to invoking new year. You can make a ritual out of this page. This year, I want to feel such and such. You just journal that here. This year, I want to let go of whatever it is you want to let go of. You go over that there. This year, I want to give myself the gift of, for me, it's self-care. I always tell myself I will, but this year, especially I think now that I've turned 45, I'm like, okay, it's a no-brainer. I need to make self-care. So this year I promised myself that. Journal that here. This year will be the year that. How many of us we procrastinate, right? So this is where. So the thing is, if you follow people who are successful, it's the ones who write down their goals and their desires. Those are the ones who have much higher likelihood of actually achieving that goal or getting things done. This is not just any woo-woo law of attraction thing, you guys. This is researched, like by Ivy League universities and all that. Like, you need to write things down. This is why journaling is so important for productivity or to-do lists. That's also why journaling is also really great for mental health, because especially for me, I have so much in my brain. When I write things down, it kind of eases my the anxiety in between my ears, helps me sleep at night. Okay, things I want to celebrate about myself. How many of us, especially ladies, how many of us actually take time to celebrate ourselves? We do that for our kids, we do that for our friends and family. How many of us? Put it in the comment. I want to hear from you, right? We don't do this enough, especially women and mothers. Okay, your career and business and education goals. What are your career goals for this year? What would you like to do differently in your career this year? Do you need to network? If yes, how, right? It can be digital networking like LinkedIn, maybe going to more conferences if you want to do in-person networking, right? What skills do you need to develop? I don't know if you guys can tell. Actually, I'm just looking at my nails now. I got the tiger's eye, so it kind of, sorry, quick segue. What teachers, mentors, or accountability do you need? What courses and conferences would you like to invest in? What books do you want to read, right? And here is a vision board. I have my own version. I've already done mine, but this one, I've kept a clean version for you guys. So this is where you put your vision board. You can write down your word of the year. You can put in pictures or even conference posters or whatever over there. Okay. My family and relationship goals. So there's some here, right? What are the goals for this year? What adventure would I like to have with my family and friends? Family and friends that I'd love to spend more time with. New friendships and relationships I'd like to create, and what would it look like? Okay. Ways I'd like to deepen my friendships and relationships. Ways I would make my family life calmer this year. Okay. And if you are a parent, I added a bit here. How can I help my children thrive this year? What do I need to thrive as a parent this year? Okay, this one is how you support your kids. This is how you get supported as the parent, which is really, really important. Especially, I have a teenager, you guys. This bit is important. Okay, and then also a vision board for your family and relationships. Your health goals. What does your physical body want more of this year? What does your emotional body want more of this year? What does your mental body want more of this year? And what kind of foods will help your body shine this year? Uh, it doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be big. I just had a conversation with my husband talking about our dinners. I'm like, we should have more salads for dinners, like those help of very filling salads, like the ones that have chickpeas or lentils and stuff like that. We're gonna have like a, not lighter dinners. Uh, your vision health board, your home and feng shui goals, of course. When it comes to homes, for me, I gotta include feng shui, right? What are the priority placements I need to do to feng shui my home this year? This, especially if you've taken my annual feng shui workshop. Um, if you haven't, it's annualfengshui.com. Okay. And then what home projects do I want to do this year? This may or may not involve your feng shui needs. Okay. How do I want my house to feel this year? What are some things I can do to make it feel like that? Okay, so this is what you want, and this is how you're gonna make it happen. Do I have a space of my own to create, rest, reflect, and be with myself? This again, I think for ladies is so important. We need a place that nourishes us. It can be a little corner in your bedroom where you have like a nice chair or whatever, um, a nice pillow, a shawl or whatever, so you can read or whatever, right? Um, and if yeah, and feng shui vision board, your travel and adventure goals, places you'd love to visit this year, okay? And self-care goals, reflect on a challenging situation you faced recently. How can you show yourself more compassion and understanding in similar situations in the future? This I love to do, and I highly recommend that you do as part of a meditation. Okay. Um, just a 5-minute meditation before you start with the journaling makes a big difference. Okay. What boundaries? Oh, ladies, can we talk about this? What boundaries do you need to create and uphold this year? How many of us have issues with that? I used to. It used to be very hard for me to say no to people, but I learned, fortunately, early in life that I can't be a people pleaser. Okay. Your self care vision board over here. So, here, my financial year in review. Celebrate your recent financial wins in the past year, big or small, whether it's actually, let me bring this down a little bit more. Okay. Whether it's paying off a credit card, reaching a savings milestone, or increasing your retirement contributions. Identify any financial challenges or obstacles you're currently facing. What steps can you take? Sometimes, when we're in our head, we're mulling over a financial situation, for instance. I know for me, when I brainstorm and I write it down on paper, things get clear for me. So I highly, highly recommend writing things down. Those of you who are in my my membership group before Manifesting Code, you guys know how I talk about always writing things down, right? Financial goals. Reflect on your financial knowledge and skills. Are there specific areas of personal finance you'd like to learn more about or improve? Future financial vision. Write that down here. What does financial success look like to you? It's different for everyone. And then you have the financial vision board there. And here's a releasing ritual. I have some suggested steps here, but these are the things that you write down for you to release. And you can do a little ritual. You can wait maybe for for a new moon, like a waning moon. The we I do rituals or activities based on moon phases, especially like, candle work and things like that, candle rituals. So this is good to do during a waxing moon. So you do your releasing ritual, you write down the 9 things that you want to release, you burn it safely. Okay. And now over here, so this where we just went through just now is pretty much the year overview. Now you're going to chunk it down to quarters. Remember when I said this is part of the reason why I make this planner a quarterly planner? One, it's pretty hefty, even just as a quarter. Two, it actually focuses your strategies and your tactics more succinctly when you focus on 90 days. And in fact, if you guys want to read a book, it's called The 12-Week Year. I forgot who the author is now. It's actually really, I just realized since like a couple of years ago, that book, I think that book is fairly old. It's not like a brand new title, but on social media, that book kind of had a resurgence because everyone's like, instead of doing an annual goal, I want to focus on a 12-year week, a 12-year goal, which is kind of like the 90-day goal anyway. It's 3 months. 12-week year, sorry, not 12-year week, 12-week year. Yeah. So, what is your first goal? Every quarter, I highly recommend that you choose 3 goals. Okay. So, what is your goal that you've chosen for yourself in this quarter? So, it can be Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. Why do I want this? What steps will I take? How will I know that I've achieved it? How would I feel? This is where the law of attraction comes in. Okay. How would I feel once I have it? So, project yourself 90 days forward. Okay. How would you feel? What would you be thinking? So, a law of attraction tip, the better you think and feel this now, keyword now, the more you're making this goal a reality. But of course, you need to take the action as well. You're not just visualizing and thinking and feeling, you're also taking the action, right? And then from the 90-day goal, you break it down. Like, what am I going to do January, February, March, or all of the 3 months? So this is second goal and third goal. Now, we've also got, so that's kind of like the year review. And then here is actually, yeah. So this is 2024 at a glance. So you have the 12-month view and boxes for you to write if there are anything. And then for those of you who took my date selection course, how are you guys liking this so far? I'm going really fast because I have a lot to cover. but I just want to check the temperature, check the pulse if you guys are still okay. Sylvia, I just realized it's like 2 in the morning for you where you are. Okay. So those of you who have taken my basic Chinese date selection course, this part is going to look familiar to you. Okay. So this is where I go through how you get your Chinese Bazi chart plotted. There's a website that you can go to, bazi-calculator.com. Okay. And then this is where you can write down your 4 pillars. And then step 2 is cross out your clash days. So if you are born in the year of, so what year is 2024? What animal sign? I'm going to check who's awake. What animal sign is 2024? Dragon, right? So dragon clashes with the dog and vice versa. The dog clashes with the dragon. So you look at the year that you are born, and that's going to be the day animal that you don't want. You try not to do any important activities on. Okay. Oh yeah, the book. Yeah, Brian P. Moran. That's the one. 12-week year. Yeah, that's the one. Okay. And then how to use the part of the calendar is step 3 is to find your direct and indirect wealth days. Step 4 is to find your heavenly doctor days. I'm not going to go through it one by one. A brief example of the 12-day officers. That is also in the calendar. A brief explanation of the 28 constellations. 12 animal signs and flying star of 2024. So this part, let me bring it up here. So this part in the center, or actually this is the flying star chart for everyone in 2024. It affects everyone, but it, as we all know, this flying star chart will affect everyone differently one, via your astrology, and two, via your home layout, the energy of your home. And then this is going to be where the additional energies are based on the 24 mountain. So for instance, Southwest 1, which is this direction here, would have the annual Shah. And then, however, Southwest 1 also has moon energy. So annual Shah is not so great, okay, in terms of it can pose some challenges. But the moon means you can get, if you want to get a female mentor, or if even for educational or academic purposes, moon is also a really good energy for you to tap into. So that would be Southwest 1 over here, Southwest 1, okay, area of your home. So that's listed there. Oh, that's another reason why I chose this ring binder, so that I can actually just do this. You know how some planners, you can only open them flat, and that just takes up more space. But if you want to open flat, it's completely flat. It doesn't, you know how some books, you still have to like weigh it down to keep it completely flat? No, this is flat, or fold it however you need it. Okay, that's another reason why I went for the gold ring. So if you order it, it's not, this is for me. This one's really expensive. Actually, I couldn't find wholesale for these guys, but you guys will be getting the black one, this one here. The ones who order the physical planners, this is the one that you're gonna get, okay? Oops, next page. All right, so this is an explanation of how to look at the monthly, quick explanation of the monthly Flying Star Feng Shui energies, and explanation of all the Flying Star numbers. This is just a general guideline. If you do want to follow the monthly Flying Star placements, I do have a $9 a month subscription for that, but that's only available for those who took the annual training in the first place. If you don't take the annual training, you're not going to know how to do placements for your year, for your home, then it's going to be kind of useless for you to do the monthly placements, because the year placement is more important. You need to get that handled first, okay? And then once the yearly placements, you need to get that sorted out first. And if you want to go deeper with better feng shui placements, then you follow the monthly Flying Star energies. So annual placement, these are notes for you. Okay, this is what I need to do in the southeast. I need to put a salt cure in the west, or more metal in the west. I need to put a salt cure in the south because the number 7 is there. These are where you put your notes for your annual feng shui placement. Okay. And then additional notes. And where can I place my water feature this year? In my annual training, I will tell you whether or not your house, based on your period and your facing, whether it can actually take water features. Some homes cannot, but if you can, then you can do that. Okay. You can note that there. And what months do I need to turn on my water feature? Because you can't keep your water feature on throughout the year, you guys, because there are months where the direction where you put your water feature might be afflicted for that month. Those are the months that you're going to have to turn it off. Okay. And I talk about that in my annual training. So year of the dragon, I'm going to pan out a little. Year of the dragon. So these are the Flying Star charts for all the 12 months. Okay. And so now we are at, sorry, I actually use a little bit of this, so I'm not going to show you January because I filled it up. Here. Okay. So you guys ready for my biggest, proudest moment of this? This literally kept me up at night. Okay. So I am one of those who I need to see big picture. Every year I used to buy a full year calendar, and I would put it up on my wall in my office. And then I would plan out the year. And then I would have a quarterly focus, and I plan out the quarter. The quarterly is actually in my board. So it's everywhere. So I have the annual big calendar on my wall. I have the quarterly calendar in my vibe board, and I write on that all the time. And then in bits and pieces of paper and planner, I do my like to-do list. It's crazy. So now I have everything in one place. Here is a fold out for the month. So this is next month, February. Okay. And in the calendar, it already tells you like February 1st is a month breaker day. The 3rd is a year breaker day. And this is a combination of Gregorian calendar and Chinese calendar. So the Chinese calendar, the solar Chinese calendar starts February 4th. So this box here is pink. Okay. And then for those of you who actually, I'm going to do a little bit more of an example of the monthly view in a bit. So this is the monthly view. This is the monthly flying star chart. These pages here are the daily views. So in the middle here, sorry. Oops, did I put the wrong ones? Hold on, give me a second. Flip. So for instance, yeah, so these would be the daily views. Okay. Let me pan out. Can you see? Okay. Monthly view, daily view. Okay. Like this. And again, if you need to, because of the rings, you are free to just take this page out, write whatever you need to write, you know, like on a whatever, write what you need to write. And then once you're done, you just pop it back in. Voila! It's part of the planner again. Isn't that fun? and then I have the, oh, where did I put my, oh, and then here is the weekly view. So again, week at a glance. So in the daily view, if you can see, every day I have marked down, okay, like for instance, Wednesday, January 31st is a Yangwood horse day. The the day officer is Initiate, and the 28 constellation is Orion. What the 12 day officers and the constellations mean, I have a chart for that, right? I go through that in a page there. And then every day there is top 3 tasks. So you put your top 3 there. This is during the day, right? You put your top 3 there, and then notes or other tasks and other stuff that you don't want to forget, put that all there. And this side is more at the end of the day. So what did I do? This is more like mini journaling. As much as I want to do long journaling every day, I am an entrepreneur. I am a mom. It is not realistic for me to do that, right? Not every day. But at least at the end of every day, I want to ask myself, what did I do that gave me joy and or satisfaction today? And then what am I most grateful for today? Right? So, hold on. Let me just fix this a little bit. Yeah, much better. Okay. And then I have a tracker. The tracker here is meditate, exercise, rest, and rejuvenate. So this is to force me, remember when I said this year is self-care? This is to force me to track that I am doing this as much as I can. Okay. It doesn't, being really real here, it doesn't always get checked. Not every day, but I try. This is at least I have a reminder to tell me to do that. Okay. So as you can see, okay, so let's say, I know this is January and this is February, but if you pan out, okay, I have a full view of the month, full view of the day, whatever day I'm working on. This one I flip, right? And then a full view of the week. And I don't have to open it up all the time. Okay, let me just pop this back in. When I'm at work, I would just have, so I fold this guy back in, okay? When I'm at work, I just have the daily and the week at a glance. And how I do it is I actually have these like photo frame holders. So I just prop them up. And you can use like the ones, you know, pianists, they would use the thing to prop up their piano book, something like that, right? And this is my view. This is my view for on my desk. So I can see the day, what my to-do lists are, and I just cross it out as I finish it. And then I can see my schedule for the week. How do you guys like that? Maybe I'm the only one losing sleep over it. I was like, Sabrina, you are a genius. And then when I'm done, this kind of becomes a bookmark too. So I just fold it back once I am done. Okay, so let me put this away. Do I still have you guys? Am I still live streaming? Yes, Jody, yours is shipping out Friday. Rosa, yours is shipping out Friday. Okay. So once you're done with the week, okay, so I close this. This is actually, sorry, mine's a little off. I was just, oh, here, reflection of the week. So after Sunday, you have a page that is reflection of the week. Okay. So there's a little bit for you to journal a little bit there. Okay. And then also for you to ask yourself, what went well this week? What did I make progress on? How did I get out of my comfort zone this week? What was a blessing this week? Oh, and actually, I forgot. At the end of the day, I also forgot to say this one. What am I most grateful for? Of course, in Law of Attraction, we always talk about gratitude journaling, right? It doesn't have to be long, you guys. I just write down whatever. So every day I check in with myself and I fill these up. I do my tracker, okay, and reflection of the week. Now, this is another thing that got me kind of up at night is how many of you guys have heard of the Eisenhower matrix, especially those of you in corporate or and you've been looking at like productivity and whatever. Who's heard of the Eisenhower matrix? Every month, actually, you get a page. Let me see if I can find it. It's somewhere. So mine is a version of the Eisenhower matrix. I call it the mindful momentum mandala. Okay. And basically, you write down what's urgent and important. You put it here. This is the box that you work on first and foremost because it's urgent and important. Okay. This is important but not urgent. This is the box that you want to actually be have more stuff here because you're not under the gun to finish it, but you do it as you make the time to go through what you have on this list. And this is urgent but not important. And this is not urgent and not important. Like if you realize you have stuff that are here, it's probably good to ask yourself, why am I weighing down my time and my energy with things that are not important and not urgent, right? This is great for you to kind of keep in mind. So every month you get a fresh sheet of this, but if you order the personalized planner, it's a little bit different. I'll let you know what the options are in a minute. This, again, I keep it in view, okay? I either prop it right in front of my computer table or I just have it sitting like that. And I just move things along as I get stuff done. But this, guys, is in a surface where I can actually use, this one is the Staedtler Correctable Lumo Color. So it's actually a wet erase. It's not just a dry erase, but if let me try a different color. I kept it open just now. There's another brand here. This one I got off of Amazon. 2 hands wet erase marker. Okay. So let's say I do that and then I write down my list. And it just stays there until you're ready to erase it. Because if you erase it with your finger, it stays. What I hate is when I write on my white erase board and I accidentally, like, my hand hits it or whatever and the stuff just gets erased. I do not like that. That drove me nuts. So when I found out about these wet erase, it's amazing. And this Stapler one is actually pretty good too, right? And once you're done, you can erase that. And this board you can use over and over again. This one you don't get as a regular order. It is a personalized, customized one. Okay, so yeah, I mean you actually need quite a bit of energy to get rid of that. But what I love is that way when I'm traveling or whatever, I have this chart with me, and what do? I just pop it in. Voila! And I'm actually working on a Kanban board because I realized, wait a minute, you guys, this is a peak of how my brain thinks. Okay, I'm just really weird that way. I need to be able to like move things along on a project management format. So I'm actually going to add on a Kanban board down the road. Yeah. So and that's pretty much it. And then at the end of the, sorry, I took these pages out. I think it's here. And at the end of the 90 days, you will get, oh, sorry, there's this too. So monthly abundance tracker, because I want to help you guys shift your relationship with abundance. Abundance is not just financial abundance. Abundance can come to us in many different ways. So this is where you track abundance. But don't just include your actual income. You also track other ways abundance comes to you. Maybe you go for lunch and it would have been like a $15 lunch, maybe with an ex-colleague, and your ex-colleague paid for your lunch. Then you put down the date. Hey, someone bought me lunch, right? And then put down the amount. That's abundance. Someone gave you a gift card. That's abundance. Your next door neighbor was maybe that's like $5 if I had to buy it at the market, right? Write all that down. This one is just incoming. Okay, you can track your expenses elsewhere. I have another binder for that. But for this one, I want to track incoming flow, right? So for every month, at the end of every month, you would have 2 sheets here. For some of you, hopefully you would need more sheets. Okay. And then at the end of every quarter, so at the end of every quarterly planner, you get this one here, end of quarter energetic check-in. So your goal number 1, go back to your early pages here of what you wrote down as your goal number 1. Okay, what worked? What didn't work? What should I do more of? What should I stop doing? Okay. And then again, same thing, goal number 2, goal number 3. Sorry, it's a typo there, but the ones who get the planner, you'll have it properly done. Okay, so that's basically the end of the planner. Okay, so and so there's a couple of, hold on. Woo, that was a lot. So, will we be able to make the exact same holes to add new sheets into the planner? Yes. Oh, this is called the mushroom hole. So so you need a mushroom hole punch. There's actually more now. When I first looked at ring binders, it definitely wasn't as mainstream as even just like 2 years ago. now it's so much more. You can even find on Amazon, you can even find papers that are already punched with it. It's obviously more expensive, but once it's blank paper, it's already punched, and you can just use that paper to print. Yeah, whatever additional stuff, you can just add them, pop them in here, right? Um, and so and I even have this. This is a clear one here, but some of you can even, you can make a bookmark as well, right? I just pop that back in. So easy. Okay, so there are, if you go to chilifeplanners.com, actually I should have hold on, chilifeplanner.com. Okay, so that's the, oh, it's right there. Okay, so yeah, you do need a special hole punch to get the mushroom punch. Okay, it's the regular one. There's actually, if you use like the manual one hole regular punch, and you just cut slits into it. So you have, like, you can just manually, like, you measure the holes, right? And you can manually punch them one by one using the handheld one, and then with scissors you can just cut like slits into that. So you see why it's called a mushroom hole punch, because it looks like mushrooms here, right? Looks like little mushrooms. Okay. And actually some of the, yeah, so I love these boards. It can be a brain dump board, it can be whatever. So if you want to purchase the customized planner, okay, so let's talk about options. If you go into chilifeplanner.com, you go all the way down, see that there are a few options. Again, it might be too many options for you guys. You're like, Safrina, just give it to me straight. But I built this so that it's, like I said, modular, as close to what you need it to be. So I'm sorry, it's going to be a lot of options for you guys to go through. So one is the downloadable PDF. It's meaning you're printing and binding it yourself. It's going to be a digital download, $39. You get the whole 12 months. Okay. Or if you're not sure if you want to do the whole 12 months, you can give it a try. I just had someone yesterday buy a 3-month planner, so that's $12. Okay. So yeah, so if you want just the digital, the downloadable PDF, it's not a digital version, it's a downloadable PDF. It's $39 for the whole year. Or if you want to just check it out, it's $12 for 1 quarter. Okay. We do have a digital version, meaning you can actually use it on your iPad, your Samsung tablet, or whatever. That is coming. That is taking a little bit longer than expected. So I don't know what quarter it's going to come. We might just get ready for 2025. And then there's also the physical planner, meaning no customization at all. It just goes as is, but you do get no customization, meaning you get this default cover, but you do get the monthly fold out and the weekly fold out. Okay, so that's the 3-month planner, $39. That's gonna be printed by us and shipped to you. Okay, that's $39 per quarter. Or if you want to buy the whole year, get all 4 quarters, that's still $39 per quarter. But if you commit to a whole year for yourself, not for me, right? Then you can customize it. You can yeah, you can customize the cover. I should make it more clear. Actually, the customization is the cover. Okay, so you can tell me, hey Safrina, I want my cover to be this. You send me the image, and I'll print. I'll have it printed and laminated for you. Okay, and if you go for the full, not just customized but personalized cover, I'll share with you. I've already got quite a few of you guys who took me up on that one. So, okay. Okay. So the actual personalized version is obviously going to be the physical planner. You tell me, you can choose your cover. We'll print and laminate and bind it for you. It'll come with the rings as well, not this one, but the black one, like I showed earlier. Okay. But it also means that your monthly view is going to be like this. So this is an example that I have. Okay. So for this person in August, I've noted down. So the regular one, the regular calendar would have the month breaker, MB, and the year breaker, YB. The regular calendars would have all that noted down. But the personalized, not customized, the personalized one, which is 388 for 12 months, the personalized one, we will put in your personal breaker. So this is personally not a good day for you. This is not a good day for this person, not a good day for this person. Okay, so this is for one client that I did it for. Okay, and then I also noted down this person's direct wealth. So D, let me bring it down here. Okay, DW and DW is direct wealth, IW is indirect wealth. So I go through all the 12 months calendar, and on the monthly sheet, I note down this person's direct wealth day and indirect wealth day. Meaning this is the direct wealth day is better for like career, like anything related to your salary, right? Let's say you're looking for a job. This is the day where you like the jobs that you really want. This is the day that you send out your resumes for that company or for that position. Indirect wealth day is for your non-salary activities. So like for your investments, for your, if you're doing commission work or anything like that. Okay. Or if you're like getting rental income, whatever. Okay. And then, so actually, sorry, let me backtrack. So this is an actual chart. I just put a sticky note because I don't want to show the client's name here. So it's, I do whatever additional things that I put in the customized planner here, right? So like August 4th is really good for this person between 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. That is based on this person's, not just this person's astrological chart, but actually based on their hexagram. If you guys haven't seen hexagrams before, like most of you, when you do Feng Shui, you're familiar with trigrams. Trigrams is 3 lines. This one is 6 lines, okay? So I do the date selection, or more specifically, hour selection, because these are 2-hour time. And on the monthly sheet, I note down the specific 2-hour windows, like there's this window here, there's this window on the 16th, there's this window on the 17th, for them to either do external activities or internal activities. So like, again, you know, your meditation, your visualization, and all that. So this, I can tell you, this part using hexagram, which is 悬空大卦 date selection, is one of the most advanced date selection method out there. So, and this is plotted by me. As much as there are calculators and everything, there's no calculator out there that does 悬空大卦 date selection the way I need it. I mean, and I don't know enough about software development to like create one myself, but this is what it looks like when you get the personalized planner. Again, that's 388 for the full 12 months. So you get this, and so the monthly sheets will be personalized for you, and also the daily tracker. If you do the personalized one, you can choose to change the daily trackers as well. So I've had clients where they want, one is a musician, so she wants to make sure that she spends some time composing every day. So one of the boxes compose, right? One says it's hard for me to keep track how much water I drink, so like I change that for like health, self care, things like that. So when you're doing the personalized one, I print out all 3/4 planners with your personalized daily tracker. Okay, and you can also tell me which. So like most everyone got the mindful momentum mandala as a laminate. You don't get this if it's just the customized one, because these guys are not cheap, unfortunately, to laminate. So the the lamination part, apart from the cover, the front and the back cover, any additional lamination that is only available for the personalized version. Okay. So like if you look at this, like for this person, oh, and I have other things too. I also note down 8 seats, which is great for networking. Nobleman, if you want to work on or visualize or meditate on an issue that you need additional help with, or like if you're dealing with something that you just need additional spiritual support, Nobleman's a great one to tap into. Like for this person, August 6th, he has Nobleman. Okay. And for this person on the 15th, he has heaven peace energy, which is energy that's really good for relationships. It can be personal, social, professional relationships that needs a little bit of mending. That's a really good time to nurture that, right? Things like that. So these things are not in the regular planners. It's not even in the customized planner. This is in the personalized planner. Okay. For the customized planner, you can customize your cover. And I don't remember what else, but I'll double check. Okay. Any questions? No, um so I have to say, last few weeks I've been kind of lacking in sleep because of this project. When so like the idea with the fold out, the monthly fold out, the idea of that, it came to me 2 in the morning, and I couldn't sleep after that. I was so excited about it. I couldn't sleep for the rest of the day. So I just like last month was like a really weird time for me, but creatively the juices are flowing, and like with me putting all this together and I'm using it, and I'm like, I love my planner. I absolutely love my planner. It's just got everything. It's modular. It's exactly how I need it to be. Um, like sometimes I love the planner, but I hate the cover. I mean, the more you love for me anyway, the more you love your planner, the more you use it, right? So I love plants, and that's why I chose this cover. But this cover's like got pretty nice feedback from people generally. So the more you like the format of your planner, the more you're likely to use it. Okay. Yeah, you can watch the replay after, Khadija. Yeah. Great to see you here. So yeah, so it's been a project that's been 3 years not in the making. I just bought the domain and I just never made it a priority to get started on, really. But yeah, I got this together basically in like 2-3 weeks. And then after that, it was trying to get the printer, figuring out the paper quality. This paper, by the way, those of you, if you buy either the physical, if you get the physical planners from me, the paper is thick. Um, it's not. It's in the middle. It's like 32 pounds weight. But then for the fold outs, that's 60-pound paper. So that's the monthly fold out and the weekly fold outs. Those are a little bit more sturdy because it needs to be, right? So those are the things that I've been, all the little nitty gritty details. And then finding a printer that would work with the format that I have. So none of them, I couldn't find a printer that would add in the monthly and the weekly fold out. So it'll be my daughter who's going to do it for you guys. So it's semi handmade planner, you guys, made with love. Because I couldn't get a printer that would do everything top to bottom, right? They'll do most of the printing, but a lot of the personalized stuff, right? Well, the monthly planner, I have to do it anyway because I'm the one putting the special dates and the times in there. Um, but yeah, so it's been a crazy ride. So, any questions on that? Um, not even just about the planner, but I would I will start doing more content around my journey in being more productive. Um, because it's just I'm still trying to figure out a system that works for me, and I'm not saying that my system will work for your system, but it's just like sharing, sharing with you guys my journey on how to like manage quite a few projects that I have, on the go all at the same time. Um, and I'm always open to making this planner better. So right now, actually, so right now, the weekly page, let me find a weekly page. Yeah. Okay. Ah, this one's got my schedule in it, so I'm not going to share it. Where's the other weekly page? I thought I shared one with you guys. I took out the weekly pages because I didn't want to make it too thick. But anyway, the weekly pages right now is vertical. And I know some people like it horizontal. So down the road, that's going to be available. The calendar is a Monday start. For those of you who are paper planner people, there's like, this is big consideration, right? The planners, like the monthly planner and the weekly planner, it starts on Monday. Okay. So down the road, we're going to have the option as well, Monday start or Sunday start, because some people like a Sunday start. Uh, right now, it's just Monday start at the moment, but I'm getting feedback, and I'm constantly iterating, and I will constantly be adding more options so that you basically choose, okay, this is what I want for my cover. I want it Monday start. I don't want the monthly fold out, but I want the weekly fold out. This is what I want my trackers to be. These are the laminations that I want for my journal. Like, I want it to be white glove planner service for you guys. And I can tell you, oh, before I forget, I'm currently working on a Facebook group for everyone who's got my Chi Life planner, either the downloadable one or the physical planner. There is my basic Chinese date selection workshop in there. So even if you haven't taken my annual training, once you get the planner, you will get access to the basic Chinese date selection workshop as part of your purchase for the planner. But again, the ones with like the 2 hour, I won't be teaching how to do the 2 hour selections. I won't be teaching the other stuff because that needs a little bit more training. Okay. Oh, and also if you go for the personalized planner, I will also calculate your best element. So for this person, the best element is metal, and this person's second best element is earth and fire. And those of you who know, calculating your best element is not easy. And so these are things that you won't get in a book. The Shenkong Dagua date selection, you will not be able to get it in a book. And it is priced the way it is. I know 388 is expensive for a quote unquote planner, but it's more than that, right? It's more than that. Like I said, it's your feng shui. Oh, did I share that? I think I'm missing some. I didn't show you some of the pages. Hold on. There's a spot for you to do your monthly feng shui placements as well. Oh, hold on. Oh, yeah. Like like it's sturdy, you guys. I can hold it by one ring and like, okay, the pages won't fall out. So you also get the monthly feng shui placement. There's also a page here. Again, this is really for those of you who are subscribed to my monthly flying star updates. But if you are, quite a few you guys are actually. So there's an additional notes for you to do and keep track of your monthly placements, your monthly feng shui placements. Can the customized one comes like a book binder so that we can add the next 3 months? A book binder? You mean like a file folder? It's gonna be thick, Cecilia. This is not even all of them because I took out my weekly pages. This actually the 1/4 is it's like this thick. So if you want to add another 3 months on top of that, it's going to be really thick. So the ones who already got their physical planners, because I've been starting to ship out last week, they get 4 different planners, 4 quarterly planners, because otherwise it's just way too thick, way too heavy. You're not going to carry that anyway, right? And this is a half letter size. It's a half letter size, so it's not too big that it's hard to put in your bag, but it's also not so small that you don't have space to write. My book. Wasn't sure if it's just paper. Sorry, Cecilia, I'm not quite getting what you mean. So you mean the planner? I don't, sorry, Cecilia, I don't, maybe you can PM me with your question. I'm not quite understanding what you mean by that. You get the cover. So if you order the physical planner, okay, whether it's non-customized, customized, or personalized, for the physical planner I have 3 options, right? Customized meaning you just get it as is, okay? So you but you do get the monthly and weekly fold outs. The customized one, you can choose your cover, okay? Actually, you know what? I think I got it wrong. Sorry, I need to look at my list again. Only because the customized one I just started rolling out. I haven't taken orders for it yet. I just made it live today. So the non-customized one is as is, okay? No fold outs. So the monthly pages will be regular 2-page open like this. Hold on, let me look for it. Yeah. Sorry. The non-customized one, your weekly sheet will look like this. Okay? It's not a fold out. So it'll look like this. Monday start. And then let me find the monthly view. And your monthly view would be like this as well. Okay? And it's going to be in black and white. This is what my printer would do. Okay? So that's the physical planner, non-customized. Once you get customized, then you get the monthly fold out, the weekly fold out, and you get to choose your cover. But that's only if you buy all 4 quarters together. Okay, not one by one. It's easier on shipping as well. That way I just ship 4 quarterly planners all at once. It's cheaper with tracking. Yeah, so that's the option. Yeah, okay. But the personalized one, where I personally go and do the date selection for you and put it in your monthly sheet, that one is only the 12-month option, because once I sit down, I might as well do the date selection for you for the whole year, right? And then that gets added into your monthly sheet, and then you can also customize your more of my personal energy that gets involved in that. Okay, so that was a big project that I was able to cross off my list. And I gotta say, last year was the most productive year ever. There's many things that's been on my list for the longest time, and I finally was able to just cross them off. Um, oh, yay! Yeah, you and your husband, it's coming. It's shipping out on Friday, hopefully. I've created the shipping labels already. So you two will be getting it next week, hopefully. But yeah, I am absolutely, I know I'm biased, but there's 4 of you guys out there who already have it. And the feedback that I've gotten is that they love the quality of the paper. They love that it's like all in one. But I'm not saying it's perfect just yet. Once you guys buy it, tell me what your feedback is. I want to give you guys more options. I want to customize it even more. Maybe there are options that I've not even heard of or been aware of. So, this is the birth of my planner, but this is also the start of its transformation to be better, to serve you better, get you more productive. Oh my gosh, those of you who use paper planners, it feels so good when you cross something off of your to-do list. So good. And then I'm also, like I said, I'm also adding Kanban boards. I'm just trying to figure out how to get it more mobile. Because I can foresee in the next few years, I will start traveling a little bit more as well. But if I do my Kanban board, those of you who have not heard of it, it's like a Japanese productivity method. It's originated, I think, in Toshiba or whatever, one of those Japanese factories. And they started with this project management tool, but it's on the wall. And I have my Kanban board on the wall right now, but I need one that I can bring with me when I go traveling. Right? So I'm working on that currently, just trying to figure out a good format. But yeah. I hope you guys thanks so much for watching this. There's still quite a few of you still here. And I'd love to hear your comments and your feedback. Either whether you get it or not, it doesn't really matter. I just want to help people get more done, be more intentional with their days and their weeks and their months and their quarter and their year. Because how many of us, as the months change, as the years change, we're like, I don't know what I did last year. I don't know where the time went. And it's almost like we're walking through it like a zombie. No, we can have so much done in a short amount of time. We just need to be focused. Like me, I'm like shiny object syndrome. I'm squirrel all the time. Squirrel, right? Like a dog. If I allow myself to get into that mindset, I will get nothing done. But even prior to the planner, I have my own system. It's not the best system, but like I write things down on my wall, on my board, on my pages, right? But it's once I have everything set up as a system, my God, I get so much work done. And I also get reminders for like self-care. I also get reminders to meditate. And I have more products coming down the pipe. I have a card deck that's coming down the pipe. So you guys will be getting a notification on that. That will be your buddy for your journaling. And it's got some Chinese metaphysical twist to it. So I'll do another announcement for that down the road. But I think I've talked about the planner enough. If you want more information, or if you're just curious, go to chilifeplanner.com or www.chilifeplanner.com. Let me make it a little bit smaller. Okay. And I'll see you either in our Feng Shui 2024 groups or in your workshop groups, or the Chi Life Planner Facebook group will be coming out. So I'll be announcing that next week. So all of you guys who already purchased the planner will get started with the Facebook group as well. Okay. And I'm going to be adding some meditation, some additional stuff into the portal for those of you who get the planner. All right. Thanks so much for spending part of your Thursday afternoon with me. For some of you, it's early Friday morning. And I'll see you guys